This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Saturday, July 11th, 2026, in the morning. Today, we track a critical security alert regarding prompt injection in images, the European Parliament's move on messaging surveillance, a significant breakthrough in rocket booster recovery, and China's strategic push for network-based landing platforms. A critical security discovery, dubbed Ghostcommit, has demonstrated a new vector for prompt injection. Researchers have shown that a malicious instruction can be hidden inside a standard portable network graphics file. When this file is processed by AI code review agents, specifically CodeRabbit and BugBot, the agents are deceived into reading sensitive environment variables from a repository. The researchers demonstrated how the agent was then tricked into writing every secret found within those files into the codebase as a list of numbers. This is a severe failure because many AI agents do not inspect images for embedded instructions, treating them as passive assets. Security teams should treat all image inputs to AI-integrated development environments as untrusted, as this method successfully bypasses traditional text-based filtering. The European Parliament has passed the legislation known as Chat Control 2.0. This law permits major platforms, including Google, Meta, and Microsoft, to scan the contents of user messages to identify and report material related to child sexual abuse. This marks a significant shift in the digital landscape, as it mandates the implementation of scanning infrastructure across encrypted messaging services. The move has faced intense scrutiny from privacy advocates, who argue that the creation of such backdoors fundamentally undermines the integrity of end-to-end encryption. The policy transition indicates a move toward active content monitoring at the infrastructure level rather than the client or device level. China has achieved a major milestone in space operations, marking the first time a rocket booster has been recovered during an orbital launch using a sea-based platform. The Long March 10B successfully landed its first stage into a net-equipped platform. The China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation described this as a successful controlled recovery of a launch vehicle. This development is a technical signal that orbital launch logistics are moving toward rapid, reusable infrastructure. By utilizing a net-based capture system, this approach potentially reduces the stress on the airframe compared to traditional propulsive vertical landings. Dutch intelligence agencies have issued a warning regarding Russian hackers who are actively compromising unsecured internet-connected devices. The attackers are targeting Doorbell and security cameras to conduct surveillance on NATO military bases and key transport routes used to deliver weapons to Ukraine. The agencies, AIVD and MIVD, have identified a clear pattern of these cameras being hijacked. They have initiated direct warnings to organizations operating Internet Protocol cameras in sensitive areas to ensure they take immediate defensive actions. This highlights the vulnerability of the Internet of Things when deployed in proximity to critical geopolitical infrastructure. Community chatter is heavily focused on the intersection of hardware and security. First, there is significant concern regarding the vulnerability in the Mini Orange social login plugin for WordPress, which allows for account takeover via the profile completion flow. Security teams are urging immediate updates to version 7.7.1 or higher to prevent unauthorized access. Second, the community is debating the impact of the newly identified vulnerability in OpenResty, specifically an out-of-bounds write flaw in the upstream proxy protocol version 2 implementation. This allows for potential denial of service attacks against web platforms. Third, the discovery of the muck and load campaign is dominating developer discussions. Researchers traced over 700 malicious Go language modules across 200 GitHub repositories, all serving as fake domain name system scanners designed to drop malware. Finally, the community notes a critical alert for Adobe ColdFusion regarding path traversal attacks. Forensic deep dives are currently underway to provide detection queries for enterprise governance teams. Administrators are advised that manual auditing of these dependencies is now insufficient. Automated vulnerability scanning is required to keep pace with the density of these disclosures.